The holographic transmission flickered across the bridge of the GSV Dominion, Earth's first deep space warship, as Admiral Marcus Hale stood with his arms crossed and his jaw tight. The Galactic Council's representative, a tall, silver-skinned Vorith elder named Counselor Dravan, smiled with too many teeth. Earth has been formally declassified as a Tier 1 civilization, Dravan announced, his translator humming smoothly. Your application for full council membership has been reviewed. Unfortunately, humanity lacks the necessary evolutionary maturity. You are hereby designated a protected species under galactic law. You will surrender your weapons. You will surrender your fleet. And you will be guided. Marcus said nothing for a long moment. Behind him, his crew, Lieutenant Colonel Dana Reeves, Chief Engineer Tom Braddock, and Weapons Specialist Sergeant Jake Ortiz, exchanged glances sharp enough to cut steel. Protected, Marcus finally said. Precisely, Dravan replied warmly. It is an honor. And if we refuse? The smile didn't waver. That is not an option the Council offers. The transmission cut. Silence filled the bridge like cold water. Marcus turned to his crew. They lied to us for 40 years. Every diplomatic summit. Every cultural exchange. Every treaty. He exhaled slowly. They were never going to let us join. They just needed time to make sure we couldn't fight back. Dana stepped forward, her voice steady. Sir. Are we fighting back? Marcus looked out at the stars stretching endlessly beyond the viewport. Earth, pale, small, impossibly defiant, glowed somewhere behind them, for light years away. We already are, he said. What the Galactic Council never understood about humanity was its obsession with preparation. While the Council watched Earth's surface, its cities, its politics, its visible military, they ignored what humans did quietly, underground, in the dark, in the cold vacuum of the outer solar system. For 22 years, under a classified program called Project Iron Wall, Earth had been constructing something the galaxy had never seen. Tom Braddock pulled up the schematics on the main display. 17 deep space strike platforms, each carrying railgun arrays capable of accelerating a tungsten rod to 0.4% the speed of light. Not nuclear. Not exotic energy weapons. Just physics. Just mass and velocity and the cold mathematics of kinetic destruction. The Council's flagship is the Eternal Verith, Tom said, highlighting the target on the star chart. 3 kilometers long. Shields rated to absorb plasma bombardment for 6 continuous hours. Crew of 40,000. And against a kinetic rod moving at 1200 kilometers per second? Jake asked. Tom smiled grimly. There's no shield rating for that. Nobody in the galaxy ever thought to try. Because nobody else in the galaxy had ever been that angry, that patient, and that quietly brilliant all at once. The order went out at 0300 hours, Earth Standard Time. 17 platforms fired simultaneously. No warning. No declaration. No final diplomatic message. The Council had lied, they didn't deserve a final diplomatic message. 17 tungsten rods, each weighing 4 metric tons, crossed the void between star systems at speeds that made conventional tracking systems useless. The Council's early warning network flagged an anomaly 40 seconds before impact. 40 seconds was not enough time to do anything except understand what was coming. The Eternal Verith, the symbol of Galactic Council supremacy for 300 years, came apart in 11 seconds. Across the galaxy, on 40 different worlds, alien species watched their long-range sensors and saw the same impossible data readout. A Tier 3 civilization, a protected species, had just destroyed the most powerful warship in known space without losing a single crew member. Without even leaving their own solar system. Counselor Dravan survived. He was meant to. Marcus made sure of that. The second transmission Earth sent, this one unscheduled, uninvited, and absolutely impossible to ignore, showed Admiral Marcus Hale sitting calmly in his command chair. The council lied, Marcus said simply. So we responded. We don't want your war. We don't want your empire. We want a seat at the table, a real one. Equal terms. Equal rights. Or next time, we don't aim at the flagship. He leaned forward slightly. We aim at the table. The transmission ended. In council chambers across 12 star systems, ancient species who had ruled the galaxy for millennia sat in stunned silence. Some were afraid. Some were furious. But every single one of them, without exception, pulled up Earth's file and began reading it again. More carefully this time.